All right, guys. I promised you a quick video going through our transfers, so we'll go ahead and take a look at who went out and who came in. Our end of our season started with Pietro Cicerone, the captain, demanding that we trade him up to Salernitana, who had just got their promotion and gone up. I told him I'd be happy to trade him as long as they could make his contract requirement of, I think it was 1.3 or 4 million. It must be 1.3 million. And he decided I was a horribly unreasonable person and was super unhappy. And I said, whatever. Then Luca Verna also decided he wanted to go, also jump up to the A League. Salernitana had also showed some interest in him, and he wanted to go there. He was worth a little bit less. I said if they made my requirement, I don't remember what the money, maybe it's 400,000, maybe it was the 425 there, that I would let him go as well. In the meantime, we got 3 offers in for Pietro, one of which, to the team he wanted to go to, made the requirement 1.3. I accepted it. I turned down the other 2 for 1.2. He threw a temper tantrum, and I had to have a team meeting because like 5 players, including Verna, all showed up to tell me how horribly unfair I was treating him, even though I'd accepted the transfer to the team he wanted to go to. So, yeah. Anyway, I wasn't all that unhappy to lose him at this point. I essentially told him I would accept whatever fair market value offers came in, but he was already in negotiations with the other team, so didn't turn out to be an issue. Kind of felt like Luca stabbed me in the back with the whole thing. I was, trying to do right by him, so I wasn't upset to see him go either. Carlo, we had promised earlier in the season to let go, and he'd signed a deal way back then. He was just waiting for the transfer window to make it official. So anyway, so we sent him out. We had somebody showed a little bit of interest in Babacar, so he was just sitting on the bench. He wasn't doing much for us, so we said goodbye to him. Throughout the preseason, we got some offers for some loans, so we sent Andrea Campo out. We had him just sitting on the bench. We had a couple very similar defensive players on our bench and trying to figure out who we were going to play and who we weren't going to play, and they both had a fair amount of potential. So it was, just trying to come up with enough minutes for each of them, so that was good. So Andrea is going to go play for the whole season. Same for Giuseppe Costa here. Again, somebody came in, said go for it. Final day of the transfer window, we had somebody ask us about Maurizio Forte. He's one of our young goalies, 5-star potential. Anyway, this is him right here. He should be very good. Natural fitness of 17, which I did really like. Teamwork of 14. Work rate wasn't spectacular. Leadership wasn't that good, but determination good. I mean, you can see he's 20 years old. He looks very good. But we have 3 other goalies, young goalies with 4.5-star potential. And again, finding minutes for everybody. They wanted him. So, I took the money. Is what it is. Right after that, we got 2 offers to send a couple more players out on loan. They were both playing on the under-20 team. So we sent them out, get a little bit more experience starting for a team. Players on the way in. Clearly, we need some players. We got Mr. Gauchier. He plays all the way across the back, which I love. Good jumping reach. So hopefully he can, help with the heading in the middle there. Good strength. Stamina is okay and is climbing. Bravery, aggression, everything we have a blue bar or gray bar here, he's got a green number in. So we're real happy with that. That's going to be pretty good. And he's got a 4.5-star potential as well. Only 20 years old, meets a team signing philosophy of young players. So I think we're going to be pretty good with him. Next player in was Thierry Robert, who we just saw we sent out on loan, but again, got him in, 20-year-old player, just meant for depth. Work on his potential. Within a year or 2, hopefully he'll be a starter. So he was planning for the future with him. 14 stamina. If you remember last season, we really had a hard time with players wearing down the end of games. And as the season wore on, we played pretty poorly as well. So trying to get more players with high stamina. Anyway, so good acceleration, okay pace. Crossing is pretty good already. Technique's okay. Determination, concentration, good decisions. Brave, work on the rest of it. He'll get a season playing with the other team and hopefully come back to us. And he can play, all along the right side here, and has a little bit of ability on the left. We could throw him over there if we needed to. So real happy to bring him in. And those are both free transfers. So just young guys, brought him in. Here we go. We brought in Umar here. I've already gone through and changed nicknames and cut out either first names or last names, so I didn't have to. They didn't confuse all of my. They were easier to read on the screen. That's essentially it. I picked the easiest name to pronounce of the two and moved on with my life. Anyway, as you can see, we brought him in. Let's see, what did we pay for him? $800,000. Great first touch, passing, technique, pretty good at tackling and marking as well. So he works very well in a defensive position there, or we can move him back to a defensive midfielder. Anticipation is good, great decisions, good vision, good work rate, leadership at 2. He's a follower, not a leader. Come over here to our physicals. Good agility, natural fitness of 16, pace of 14. He's not the quickest accelerating, but when he gets up to speed, he goes pretty good. Stamina of 12, strength of 11. Again, I think he's going to be really good for us. Next free transfer, we brought in Giorgio here. We've been scouting him most of the season. He was playing on one of the English teams, and again, I think I did say it was a free transfer, right? Yeah, end of his contract. We had to pay his agent a little bit of money, but valued at 1.1 million. Physicals look great. Stamina of 14. Jumping reach isn't high, but none of my attackers can ever jump per head, so it is what it is. Mentals are pretty good. 16 flair, 13 vision. Work rate's not spectacular, but we can live with that. Determination of 13. Pretty good. Off the ball 13. And we come over here to the actual technique stuff. 13, 12. Good for long shots. We have very few decent long shots on our team. Great for free kick taking. Again, really helps out to have that. First touch of 14, finishing of 12, dribbling of 13, and pretty good with corners too. So great all around kind of midfield attacking position player. We're either going to play him generally up here as an attacking midfielder, or when we play in a more defensive setting, we'll knock him back here as just one of our mid centers. Then we'll move Omar back to there. So anyway, for a free transfer, you can't do much better. Jose Lopez was another young guy we brought in. Again, 20 years old, plays back here in defense. Strength of 15, stamina 13, pace of 12, acceleration of 11. So all great. Jumping reach is only 10 right now. He's 5'10". That should come up a little bit. Heading's only 9, marking 11. But again, young guy. He's going to get better. 4.5 star potential. And the mental stuff is okay. 15 aggression. Probably going to get some penalties out of him. Especially early. But he does have 12 leadership, which is nice. Again, something the team doesn't have a lot of. Teamwork 15, work rate of 14, vision of 11. So, and again, he can play a few positions for us. So he's not kind of a one-trick pony. So again, he's an international as well. So he's been out for international duty within our game. Benanati, valued at 1.2. We had to pay a little extra, 1.4 million. We brought him in just so we had somebody that could play the other side. On the left, we had Feliciano. I can't even remember what the heck his name is. We'll look. He's injured. Here we go. Felicioli. Anyway, we got him last season. He played very well for us out there. So we needed kind of the bookend for him. So we brought in Benanati. I'm sorry, it's late. I'm having a harder time than usual talking and pronouncing Italian names. But again, physicals are spectacular. Acceleration is 16, his pace is 12, stamina 14, strength of 13. Everything here is good. Mental is not too bad. Work rate 11. You can see that we're decent here. First touch is 11, heading a 13. Passing is decent too. So, we can run up here and pass out. I wish his corners were a little bit better, but play him in a support role and just kind of have him pass a little bit more than cross. And that is it. Those are the players in and out. let's go ahead. We're going to skip ahead to the next match, and we'll play one game here. All right, see you in a minute. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look, see how the season's gone so far. The last match we actually looked at was our second qualifying round to the Italian Cup. There may or may not be a cat coming in and out of the picture here. Move. Down, baby. Jello. No, you can't be up. You can't be up here right now. You gotta stay down. You wanna go back out? All right, let's take a look at the schedule. We'll see how we've done so far this season. The last match you guys saw was our 3-0 win here against Regina in the second round of the Italian Cup. We moved on to the next round and got stomped, essentially. They're a Series A team, and we're not good enough. It wasn't as bad as maybe the 1-3 makes it look, but it wasn't great. We finished off the preseason here with 2 friendlies. We won both of them 1-0, 2-0. You know, did great early in the season, and then the series started. Didn't feel too bad about the 0-0 tie to Carpi. They're supposed to be one of the better teams in the league. And for whatever reason, they had us pegged as 18th for the season, despite the fact we were 3rd last year. And I think we're a better team this year, but be that as it may. Wasn't too upset with that. Salo here, they just got promoted this year into Series B, and they kicked our butt. Wasn't close. Click it here. You know, we played like garbage. They crushed us. You know, like I say, we hung in there. Looked like we were going to do okay. We might have a chance to steal it. Didn't happen. Next game, Livorno, they beat us even worse. They came out hot, 14. We were unable to get anything going. 2 more goals in the second half to put us away. You can see here, you know, half the team is injured or got a yellow card. So it hasn't gone well. Okay, so today we have a match against Bari. They're 10th. We are at home. We'll see how it goes. We're not favored. We've been terrible. We shouldn't be favored. We've got too many players out injured to even name here. We'll go ahead and take a look at the squad real quick just to show you that. Andrea Sekulin, out. Felicioli, out. Thomas Opolo, he's out for months yet. Well, maybe under 2 months. And one of our young wingers is out as well. He's almost back, but so we've been pretty beat up. We were playing same formation from the last match. We had 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, an attacking midfielder, and a striker. I just didn't feel like we were getting any chances, so I went ahead and moved our 2 midfield wingers up to attacking midfielders. And let's see, did I move the... Yes, and then I flipped from an attacking center midfielder back to a defensive midfielder and moved our defensive wingers up as well. So our attackers on the sides, they've all moved up 1 spot, and then we've rolled 1 guy back to help with the defense in the center. So that's the plan. Instructions are pretty simple. We're playing... I don't think we want to play much deeper. We'll play slightly deeper. And pass it into space. And... okay. All right, there you go. You can see that Cecchini's not starting. He's been garbage pretty much all season, since the regular season started anyway. So we're going to give Mamadou a chance to step in and play okay. We've got Amerigo, one of our young guys, out here on the wing because 2 of our other wingers, including Tommaso Polo, are out. Got Casada on the left, just because he's better there than then Amerigo is there, so we just kind of swapped them. Neither of them really wants to be over there. In the middle, we have our new guy from England, Giorgio, right there. Slid him back. We've got Schiedoni, of course. Omar's back here as our anchor man. Mirko, Bedinati on the outside. Defensive wingers there, wing backs. And then Gauche and Virgilito. For defensive backs, and of course, because Andre is injured, we've got Menegatti in there. I did look at putting in one of the young guys, and if Menegatti's even a little bit bad, I'll put in one of our young high potential guys just to help them get better. They're not great now. You know, they're 1.5, 2 stars, something along those lines. We're set to counter, structured. I'm going to move the team shape up to flexible. Maybe that'll help the wingbacks get involved a little bit more. Yeah. We need to get better. I have to remember to cut that out. Oh yeah, we're going to say we need to step up our game. And we do. Sorry about that. And we already can't pass according to the system. Or pass. And nobody's playing in position on Having said that, we do seem to be playing better than the other team. 53% possession. 5 shots on goal, 2 of which were on target. 85% pass completion. And that was the half. Wasn't good enough, I guess. I don't really know how the new tactics working at all. I mean, we didn't score, so I guess which is what I was hoping it would do, but we didn't give up a goal either, which has been equally an issue. So, you know, we're still dealing with people getting kind of their feet underneath them for game shape here, so we're going to go ahead and swap out Schiedoni. I really wish his stamina was better, but even at the end of the season, he often doesn't survive the whole time. We'll go in and put Montej in there, though. That's what he's there for. Mamadou hasn't done anything, so we'll go ahead and put Cecchini back in at this point, too. See if starting the game on the bench will kind of let a spark under him. Reset, of course, because reasons. Oh, gee. Well, Cecchini got him offsides. What he wants to do? Shots. Oh, this is just the end of it. Sure, this is just the final highlight in the game. Oh, how was that not a penalty? He just took him. He just tripped him on the way in. That was our game right there. That was it. That was our chance. And yeah. All right, well, we've continued our hot streak of not winning anything. But hey, that moved us up from 22nd to 20th place. So that's something. You know, the biggest problem I have right now is, I'm going to leave the match. Thought we clicked enough things to do that. If we go here and we check the schedule here, since the season started, we haven't scored a goal. Not one. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do about that. I think offensively we should be a better team this year than we were last year, but clearly we're not showing that. We might have to go a lot more offensive. Maybe we can do direct passing. Maybe we can pump shots into the box. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do yet. But anyway, that's a topic for another match. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll keep these going. I did start looking at what I want to do for my Journeyman League today. So, give me a day or two to, come up with graphics and all the other little things, and we'll get that started. All right. We'll see you later. Ciao.